as Guruji introduced on Wednesday, we are starting a new journey in Maitri Milan now. We have 4 shloka sangraha. We are going to learn to chant those shlokas and also memorize the shlokas. So we are starting with Jnana Yoga shloka sangraha from today. We will see the Dhyana shloka today. We will chant and also briefly see the meaning. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitaamritavarshini Bhagavati Ashtadashadhyayini Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshini. Okay, we'll see the meaning. Next slide. See, in shlokas, the words will be arranged in a particular manner. When we see the meaning, it has to be rearranged in a sentence form to see the sequence of meaning. So this is called Dhyana shloka, a shloka on which one should meditate before starting to learn the meaning of Bhagavad Gita. So what is the message of this Dhyana shloka? Hey Amba, hey Ambe, hey Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita is being referred to as mother. Like our mother, they nourish our physical body, our emotional personality by giving us food. The physical nourishment happens. Similarly, Bhagavad Gita mother nourishes our internal personality by giving the food called wisdom. So by giving the wisdom food, our internal personality is nourished. So Tvam Anusandadhami, I meditate on you, Mother Bhagavad Gita, before I start studying Bhagavad Gita. Then what is the description of Bhagavad Gita given in the Dhyana shloka? Parthaya Pratibodhitam, a knowledge which has been given to Partha. Partha is another name of Arjuna. By whom it is given? Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam, by Bhagavan Krishna himself. The knowledge has been given to Arjuna. And who has compiled or reported the knowledge? Bhagavan Krishna have not written Bhagavad Gita. He has given the knowledge. It was compiled and composed by Vyasacharya. Vyasa Muni is also considered avatara of Vishnu. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya. We have heard this phrase. So it is not like any local news where the event will be something and report will be completely different. It's not like that. Exactly what happened, that is reported by Vyasacharya. One more adjective given to Vyasa Muni. What is that? Purana Munina. So he is an experienced compiler. He has written the Puranas, 18 Puranas. Then, next slide. No, once more, the previous one. Last one. Now, where is Bhagavad Gita situated? That is being told. Madhye Mahabharatam. So it comes in between Mahabharata, Shanti Parva, at that phase where Arjuna were facing some crisis. With all the resources he had, he could not solve or come out of the crisis. Whatever courage, strength, popularity, beauty he had, nothing could solve the problem. So at that moment, this knowledge has come. Madhye Mahabharatam. Yes, next one. Now what is the content? Actually one more word is there. Okay, it will come here now. Ashtadashadhyayinim. So 18 chapters are there in this Bhagavad Gita. Now we'll see what is the content of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavatim, it is a divine teaching. What is the content? Advaita Amrita Varshinim. So it is showering the nectar in the form of wisdom. What is that nectar? Advaita, the non-dual truth about the entire universe and about our own self. That is the content. And Bhavadveshinim. Bhava here means samsara. Dveshi means something which is enemy to samsara. Samsara we have to understand in this context as a constant feeling of dissatisfaction. All of us have some area in ourselves regarding which we feel dissatisfaction. It can be at physical, emotional or intellectual level. At physical level, how it manifests, we are not satisfied the way we look. It can be skin color, it can be the height, it can be the hair, it can be the teeth arrangement, anything it can be. Like it's a general observation, people who have straight hair, no. When they see people with curly hair, they feel very good that how come I don't have such good curly thick hair. But if you ask a person who has curly hair, oh it's such a trouble. See straight hair so simple, maintenance so easy, so they like the other way around. It's a light note, but in case of height, I don't know whether some of you might be knowing, people are having complexes about having short height. And they now with surgery want to increase the height. How it is done, you know? They deliberately ask the surgeon to break their bones of the legs. They will break the legs, bones, and they will insert rods in between. And in that way, height will be increased. So satisfaction can lead us to that extent also. So physical dissatisfaction. Then emotional. All of us feel now we are not loved enough. We are not accepted enough by other people. I am such a nice person, but nobody loves me, nobody cares about me. That is emotional dissatisfaction. And then intellectual, who am I? Why am I born? What is the purpose of my life? These are all intellectual dissatisfaction. Moksha means giving total satisfaction about myself as I am. So that is the purpose of Bhagavad Gita. Bhavadveshinim. It is the destroyer of all the dissatisfaction that I have. So I meditate upon Bhagavad Gita before I start understanding the knowledge from a teacher. This is the message of Dhyana Shloka. Now we'll go back to the Shloka, Dhyana Shloka, and we'll memorize the Shloka. See, the process is that once I will chant, you have to repeat 5 times after me, but without seeing. So please close your eyes and repeat it 5 times. I will observe all of you. Eyes should be closed, okay? Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam. Bhagavata Narayana Swayam. Now from beginning up to this I will chant. Once you can see, next you have to chant without seeing 5 times. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena स्वयं ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं ॐ once more. ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् व्यासेन पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् व्यासेन महाभारतम् व्यासेन व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् व्यासेन Okay, today we'll master only these two lines. So now the entire two lines together we will chant. Once you have to see and chant with me next 5 times. And be very careful, people make a mistake. Purana Muni Nam, Ma they say. Ma is not there. Purana Muni Na. Vyasena Grathitam, their Ma ending is there. Not Purana Muni Nam. Purana Muni Na, ending with A. Now together, once with me. ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् without seeing. ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् ॐ पार्थाय भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथिताम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रति Wonderful. Thank you.
I would like to invite this principal of School of Physiotherapy to hoist the flag after Shanti Mantra. Shanti Mantra. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.